Hello everybody, I'm Mehran, your English teacher. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to cover everything about zero conditional and how we use it, how we should not use it, and everything. So stay tuned and let's see how it goes. So guys, let's see how zero conditional actually works. Zero conditional consists of two parts: if clause and result clause. What is a clause? A clause is a part of sentence. So two clauses can make a sentence. Look at here. So if clause we have. So in the if clause we have simple present, and result or main clause we have, again we must use simple present. So look at the example here. If you smoke, you get cancer. One clause, if you smoke, you get cancer, the second clause. These two clauses make a sentence, a conditional sentence. The point is that in the if clause, you must use simple present, and again in the result or main clause, you must use again simple present. So the tense is very important. So if or when you look at the sun, your eyes burn. Which one is the if clause? This one. If or when you look at the sun. It is the if clause because it has an if or when. You can say when or if. The meaning doesn't differ. Yeah. So your eyes burn, it is the result clause or main clause. Again, it is in simple present. If you eat too much, you get fat. Simple present. Again, here we have simple present. Now let's see why we use zero conditional. In what situation? We use zero conditional to talk about general facts that are always true. Because it's a fact, it's always true. The location doesn't matter. For who, it doesn't matter. It can be for anybody, right? It can be in China, in Japan, in France, everywhere. It's a fact, so it's always true. Well, so as you can see here, if you eat too much, you get fat. So it's true for everyone. It's true everywhere. Japan, China, France, as I told you. So the location doesn't matter because it's a fact. Or if you boil water, it evaporates. It becomes gas. Again, it's a fact. Everywhere is true. So we must use zero conditional when we are talking about facts that are always true. There is a point, do you think we can change the place? Like at first we use result or main clause, then we use like the if clause. Yes, we can. Look here. We can change the place of if clause with the result clause, but we don't use a comma. This is the point. We mustn't use a comma in that situation. Look here. You lose your money if you gamble. So, you lose your money. Let me find my marker. So, it is a result clause actually. If you gamble, it is a if clause. So, I changed the place, right? At first, I use the result clause. After that, I use the if clause. So you can change the place, but you shouldn't use a comma here, as you can see. But here, I use a comma when at first we have if clause, and after that we have result clause. So another example, you get thin if you don't eat enough food, right? So if you don't eat enough food, you get thin, right? Because not enough food, you're eating not enough food. So do we have a comma here? Again, no. Why? Because I'm using the result clause in the beginning, not the if clause. So when I'm using the result clause in the beginning, no comma. And what about the question for? How do we use the question for? It's very important, so stay tuned. Question for, we should use what happens, right? So what happens if you boil water? If you boil water, it evaporates. If you boil water, it becomes gas, right? What happens if you don't eat enough food? If you don't eat enough food, you get fat, you get thin, right? Or if you don't eat enough food, you lose weight. Good. So, or another example, what happens if you don't wash your hands? So if you don't wash your hands, you get sick, right? So this is a question form. We should use what happens if, again, simple present. Or what happens if you fall from a tall building? What happens? If you fall from a tall building, you die. or you hurt yourself. So it's a fact. It doesn't matter where you are or who you are. It's not just for you, it's for everybody. Well, thank you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe and like the video so more people can reach to this content. Wish you luck and prosperity. Let me know in the comments if you have any examples for zero conditional. I will check all of them.